Dragon Ball Superhero has gotten me pretty obsessed with Gohan again recently. I can't even lie, before the movie even released in Japan. Exploring his potential is one of the single most entertaining things you could write about, as we see many of our favorite fan manga writers doing the same right now. When we last left off in Dragon Ball Rage, the battle with Hakaishi and Cell would reach its conclusion, and Gohan would once again be the victor as he vaporized Cell, hopefully for good this time after he was resurrected by Beerus and Whis. Now this would all come about because Beerus would bear witness, thanks to Whis' big mouth, of the events of Gohan's intense rage as a child and the moments where he displayed overwhelming power almost out of nowhere, it seemed like. This would cause him to gain an immense interest in Gohan's hidden potential, thus leading them to seek out Cell and ordering him to eliminate Videl in order to kind of force Gohan to evolve. Schemes like this really make you wonder about that Beerus guy, but luckily Gohan, with the help of the other Z fighters, would go on to not only awaken a new power that one could possibly describe as an enraged variant of his ultimate form, but he would also go on to defeat Cell as well. Things wouldn't stop here though for Beerus, as even after the defeat of Cell and seeing what he wanted to see, with this amazing new power blossoming from Gohan, there was still more to test. If you guys are enjoying all of the Dragon Ball content we've been covering, as well as Dragon Ball Rage, be sure to support the creators. The link to their Twitter, as always guys, will be down below in the description box, as well as a link to the manga. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to never miss out, but without further ado, Goku and Gohan power up to their max. Gohan charges in and tries to hit Goku with a punch that is inevitably blocked. Still though, Goku seems very impressed so far. This single strike from Gohan, however, packed enough force to create a giant crater in the ground after being blocked by Goku, as he tells him, "Wow Gohan, you've gotten so strong in such little," but his sentence is cut short by a ruthless follow-up attack. Gohan knees his father in the gut, telling him that that's what happens when you don't pay attention. He then sends him flying with a punch and then tracks him down, sending him flying again with another kick. Goku just cracks a smile, but Gohan seems extremely serious about his training. "Let me guess," Gohan begins. "You're smiling because you're excited. Am I right, Dad?" "I sure am," Goku says, stretching and getting ready for round 2. It's at this moment that Gohan makes the observation that his attacks don't seem to be phasing Goku at all. Either that, or he's just too excited to notice. It seems Goku is about to take this fight more seriously, Whis states. Beerus replies that he sometimes doesn't fight at full power at the start of the battle, so what he does next should be interesting, as Beerus recalls his battle with the Super Saiyan God. Beerus is kind of used to holding back his power as well, so it was kind of a shock to him when Goku didn't go all out against someone like him from the start when they were training. He was most likely filling out Gohan's new strength, Whis comments, but Beerus's patience is growing rather thin. "Hey Goku," he shouts, "stop toying with the boy and fight him." "Wait, toying?" Gohan asks, confused. "Is that what you've been doing this whole time, Dad?" Exposed now, Goku admits that while Beerus is exaggerating a bit, he was just filling out his new power at first, but those attacks did hurt, so don't be misguided. "But now, Beerus wants me to be serious, and I can only assume you want that too." This is when Goku powers up even more, and Gohan notices his stance is the same one he used when he powered up against Cell, so he's definitely serious now. "I'll give it everything I've got too then," Gohan says, as he also starts to power up again, and both of these guys' auras just begin to go wild. Goku thinks to himself that he won't release the Kaioken just yet, however, because he honestly doesn't think Gohan's ready for that. "But what I will do is give you the full power of Super Saiyan Blue," he shouts, as these two continue to raise their limit. "Oh good, we'll finally get to see some real entertainment now," Beerus says, as he's getting really into the match too now that everyone's done playing around. "Indeed," Whis agrees, and we'll get to see just how far young Gohan has come. Off in space, we return to Frieza's ship, as in the last chapter, we were introduced to none other than the brother of the galactic tyrant, Cooler, who appeared on Frieza's ship out of nowhere. "Set a course for Earth," Frieza says. However, Cooler says that now isn't really the best time, so the pilot doesn't agree. Of course this would anger Frieza, as he says that this is his ship and his workers take orders from him and him alone. "Now set the course," he yells. "Well, if you insist on rushing to your death," Cooler replies. "Again, I might add. Then by all means set a course, or you will wait." sirs? The pilot asks nervously, but Frieza commands that they just leave them be momentarily so the soldiers scurry out. Now correct me if I'm wrong, Cooler goes on, but I've been aware that you've achieved your golden form. Well, this just took an interesting turn. But Frieza replies that when he was wished back with the Dragon Balls, he knew he couldn't defeat them as he was. So he spent the next few months training, and that's how the new form was born. Oh, and let me guess. As soon as you achieved that new form of yours, you rushed to Earth to fight them, didn't you? Cooler says, mocking Frieza's failures. You should have learned to regulate your power before you started picking fights. I see it in your face. What a shame, he goes on. Giving some actual solid advice, but he's also cooking his man Frieza at the same time. Summon those minions of yours to set a course for that distant planet. What for? Frieza replies, as Cooler tells him that he thinks it's time for some more training. Not that I need it, but I think you might, Frieza. A lot has happened since then, Frieza tells him. You're very confident of your current strength, as if it's stronger than mine or something. I guess we'll have to find out now, won't we, Cooler says, as it seems that the brothers are about to engage in a little sparring match of their own. Well then, let's begin, Gohan says, as we then return to the battle in the God Realm. He and Goku clash punches again, and this time a sonic boom erupts from the spot and levels the entire wasteland. Gohan is pretty shocked to see Goku just fine, however, and he even grabs his fist. Goku is able to toss Gohan into the sky in instant transmission behind him. Gohan is able to turn around in time to see this coming, however, and is able to dodge Goku's kick narrowly. All of a sudden though, Gohan whips around and grabs Goku by the shoulders and headbutts him viciously. Oh my, Whis says as he and Beerus continue to spectate. I know that had to hurt. I'm not even in the fight and I felt that, Beerus says. Gohan then elbows Goku in the stomach and then proceeds to deliver a flurry of punches before kicking him away. Would you look at that, Whis says. Seems his short time here really paid off. Quite impressive. Maybe so, Beerus states. But you and I both know that Goku is far from finished. Oh, I'm fully aware of that, Whis replies. Back at the battle, Gohan descends to the ground and approaches Goku, who struggles to get back to his feet, kind of. Those are some nice moves, Gohan, Goku tells him, as Gohan just remains silent. He really wants Goku to bring out the Kaioken, to go all out like he means it and stop holding back against him, but Goku tells him not yet. They aren't there just yet, but we are gonna take it up a few more notches though, he tells him. Goku powers up once again to near max, telling Gohan, time to see how he handles this now, and charges in. Before he reaches him, however, Goku puts his fingers to his forehead and instant transmissions behind him again. This time, Gohan would of course see this coming, commenting about how repetitive his movements seem to be, but when he turns around to take a swing, Goku disappears again. He appears behind Gohan and decks him with another hit. Gohan tries to catch him again with a punch, but misses once more, with Goku returning a kick. Dang it, Gohan states as he wipes his face. I can't track his movements, he's too fast. The two get back to their clash, but it seems like Goku is maintaining the upper hand, with Whis noticing this as well. He's having trouble keeping up with Goku now, Beerus says, as Goku does indeed take it up a notch like he said. One final kick would send Gohan crashing into the planet below in a hail of dust. You think he's down for the count now, Whis? Beerus asks as the smoke begins to fade, but Whis doesn't seem to think so at all. You have a lot of faith in the boy, Whis. Not that I have faith, he replies. I'm just aware of his potential and the fact that Gohan feels that he has something to prove. Had enough, Gohan? Goku asks, but Gohan tells him that he's not finished yet. That's my boy, Goku exclaims, getting excited again. Is that all you got, Dad? Because it's gonna take a lot more than that to keep me down. Alright, come on, Goku replies. This is when Gohan goes on to tell himself that he has to remember his training and what Whis taught him. Be calm and react without the distraction of emotion. All of a sudden, Goku appears behind him again, but with much more speed and precision this time. This time though, Gohan is able to react in time and lands the counterattack on Goku. He's sent flying backwards to the surprise of Whis and Beerus. Now's my chance. Take this, he roars as he lands another knee to the gut of his father. He then proceeds to gain the advantage in the fight as Ultimate Gohan does a little full combo on Goku, sending him flying back down into the planet, with Beerus and Whis very much impressed at the control he has over this new strength. Wow. Just when you think he couldn't get any better, Goku says as he lays on the ground looking up at the sky, admiring his son's strength. It seems Gohan's final test has come, Whis says, as Goku looks to be taking the weights off now. You are truly something, Gohan, Goku says as he stands back up and begins to power up once more. We know what's coming now, as that red orb begins to appear around his body. Gohan's ultimate test against Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku begins right now. Goku finally undergoes his Kaioken version of Super Saiyan Blue, but Gohan himself isn't shaken at all, as he too powers up, and I would assume that this is his max, if not near max as well. Well, this has been quite entertaining to say the least, Whis says in the sky as he and Beerus hover above, and it seems like this match is about to come to an astonishing end. I've got to give it everything I have, Gohan thinks to himself, as Goku replies that this is it. He wanted the Kaioken, and he got it now. Goku's aura flares up as the final round begins, but Gohan takes the offensive to start off as he charges at his father. Goku easily ducks under Gohan's attack and hits him in the midsection so powerfully that he even coughs up a bit of blood. The force from Goku's punch pushes Gohan back, and as he slides away, Goku tells him again how proud he's made him, and you no doubt have gotten much stronger since training here with Whis in such little time. Not to mention this new transformation of yours is truly incredible. But you still have a ways to go to reach my level or Vegeta's level, he says. Gohan responds by warning him not to tell him what his own limits are, however, because Gohan's potential seems near limitless at this point. His power explodes once more, but as Goku tries to burst through to land another attack, this next punch seems to do nothing to Gohan. Quite a big difference from a few moments ago when Goku first transformed, but Gohan returns a few punches of his own that Goku was unable to avoid, and then grabs him by the sides of his head and knees him in the face, sending him flying into the ground. As Gohan hovers overhead, he realizes that he has to put everything into this next attack as Goku gets back to his feet. Let's see how you handle this, Gohan says as he begins forming a Kamehameha in his hands, but Goku is silent as he prepares to clash with his blast head on. Looks like this is gonna decide the outcome of the match, Whis, Beerus replies as the climax is around the corner. Goku once again charges up, but with the strength of the next attack Gohan is releasing, he powers up the Kaioken times 10 as Gohan releases his Kamehameha. Gohan's Limit Breaker Kamehameha rages towards Goku's Kaioken aura, but to Gohan's surprise, Goku stands his ground and begins to charge his own attack. With everything in his power, Gohan uses the full might of Kaioken times 10 stacked with Super Saiyan Blue to return the Kamehameha back at Gohan. Gohan is stunned that his strongest attack is now hurtling right back towards him. Well, let's see what you do now, Gohan, Goku says as that struggle took all of his strength to return that beam. The boy is in quite a predicament now, Beerus says as Whis replies that yes, and it appears he's low on energy, so whatever he plans to do, he'd better do it now. Gohan stands tall in the face of this attack and doesn't dare back down as he blocks it with his bare hands. As he struggles and things begin to look a little bleak, however, Goku appears behind him suddenly. Gohan, what are you doing? He asks frantically. Gohan tells him that in order to surpass him, he put everything he had into that blast and he doesn't think he has enough energy left to stop it. Gohan, think, Goku says. What did I tell you in the time chamber all those years ago? This is when he remembers. Power comes in response to a need and not a desire. So what are you supposed to do? He proposes to Gohan, who should get an idea now. I have to create that need, Gohan replies as he now realizes, and with that need for strength now presenting itself, Gohan's inner potential would shine through as his power exploded. With that eruption of strength from Gohan, the Kamehameha would also explode in an enormous spectacle in the sky. Gohan had won. Ironically, against himself, as he did summon the strength needed to surpass his previous limits in quite an entertaining way, as he falls out of the sky exhausted. Goku catches him right before he slams into the ground, beyond proud of his son's ascension and progress when not too long ago, he wasn't too interested in training much whatsoever anymore. Now that was quite a match, Beerus says, congratulating the two of them on a job well done. I'm very pleased at what I saw. Your son has a lot of potential. Indeed he does, Whis agrees, as we see Goku still holding Gohan, who's passed out. While he may not have necessarily defeated Goku in this chapter, Gohan definitely showed that his potential is limitless and that with training, there is no ceiling on his abilities whatsoever. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for another episode of Dragon Ball Rage.